If you are looking to improve your photography game from an iPhone into a camera, I would highly suggest looking into the Fujifilm line of cameras. Over the last few years, I've used Fujifilm systems as my operating system for my cameras. I've used the Fujifilm X-E4 and the X106 at this current point in time, and I feel like using Fujifilm cameras has been a positive impact on my photography over the last few years. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a few points which you can use to basically improve your photography. Step 1, buy a small and compact camera. A small and compact camera from Fujifilm like the X100 series or the XE series or the XM series. This is because you can carry the camera everywhere you go with you. You can have the camera on your neck or in a little sling with you, and then this helps you carry the camera everywhere, so that in turn gives you the chances to take a lot more photographs on trips. Point number 2 is to use film recipes. These film recipes are available all over the internet. For example, you have the Kodak Gold, you have the Bright Summer Recipes by Fuji X Weekly, and a bunch of other creators on Instagram and on YouTube have a lot of recipes available for different film style emulations and different film stock emulations on their system. With these film stocks and film recipes applied on photographs, you can basically use these on the camera directly to get photographs from it without much editing and manipulation on Lightroom. This helps you get photographs which are much nicer looking as compared to an iPhone photo, and these would basically look a lot better if you were to do minor adjustments in camera as opposed to basically using Lightroom to create these adjustments. Point number 3 is to shoot only JPEG. A lot of times people think that JPEG quality is a lot less than RAW, but for example on a camera like the Fujifilm X106, if you have a 40 megapixel sensor, the photo quality that comes out of it from a JPEG and a RAW file is essentially the same, because you get the 40 megapixel count sensor on the JPEG and the RAW files. There isn't much quality difference in terms of the files, except for when you have them on a computer and you push and pull the file in terms of editing features like brightness and shadows and exposure and that sort of thing, when you start to see a little bit of loss in detail if you were doing the same procedure on a JPEG file. But if you were to get the picture right in camera, you don't really need to spend much time editing the photograph in Lightroom once you are done. This is the reason why I encourage you to try out the JPEG film recipes, as this can be a much better way to go about taking photos and spending less time behind a computer to edit these pictures. The fourth point being to learn composition and lighting. Composition and lighting have a massive impact on your photography. Different composition and different ways of looking at the world, basically from a higher up position, from a lower position, looking at the world through different objects. This plays a massive role in terms of making your photographs look a lot different as compared to just standing there and pointing your camera at a certain thing. Another thing is that you need to look at different lighting conditions and the different angles of lighting. So say for example, I'm filming this video currently right now. I have my lighting setup set at the 45-degree angle, so I get a bit of light on this side of my face versus this side of the face has a bit more shadow. But if I were to get the light basically straight in front of my face, both sides would be equally well lit up. This has a massive impact in terms of photography when you are outdoors and you have the sun, which is the source of light, coming in from different directions. This basically gives you a different effect on your photograph. If you learn to look at different lighting setups and different compositions, this basically gives you a chance to take much better photographs and from different angles, and helps you overall to create a cleaner and a nicer image. Step 5 is practice makes perfect. All this information that I have provided basically is just information until it has been perfected and until it has been used and perfected in your case scenario. So say for example, if you were to keep trying and keep doing at least 10,000 photographs, you end up having a bunch of photographs that you genuinely like and then you are proud of, and then the next 10,000 photographs, after applying some of the things that you have learned, will give you a much better result as compared to the first 10,000 photographs. If you have enjoyed this video, I would like you to have a look at the Fujifilm X106 review that I have made on Lake Como. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, see you next time.